we believe that everything we do is promulgated by the courts, court systems. I think the Fourth Amendment is pretty clear that it's the word reasonable or unreasonable is what everything's about. For cell phones, to be specific about cell phones, right now we follow the law. The law on cell phones is inconsistent, but the bottom line is, as a policy, the state police don't search cell phones. Anyone we arrested has a cell phone, we don't search it without a search warrant. We follow the law. We follow what the legislature says or what the Supreme Court says. So if we're talking about specifically GPS tracking, there is case law that said that you didn't need to use the courts if you were going to put a GPS monitoring on a car or a vehicle that was in a public place. If it's in a private place, you need a search warrant. Now the Supreme Court has come down and said that, I don't know if it was Patino or not, but they came down and said that, and it was a privacy issue. It had anything to do with trespassing. So if you're on private property or you're on public property, now everybody gets a search warrant for GPS job. What we're looking to do is make sure that we protect our citizens. I think in law enforcement, when we have a complaint or we have a crime, we're looking to use the laws to help prosecute people. That's really the bottom line. As for the pinging, that's a totally different law. What we're asking for is that we are allowed to ping telephones in an exigent circumstances. It may be an elderly person or someone missing, that we can ping it, go to the cell phone company, have them in real time get that information to us. That's what we're looking to do with pinging. Technology has helped us quite a bit with accessing records, and we use social networks as a tool for us. We use Facebook as a tool. Anything that can help us solve crimes and keep people safe is a good thing. What you should know too is that these agencies, and speaking for my own, they're professional men and women that understand privacy rights. They're also citizens of this country and the state. They want to do this right. They want to do it the right way. Technology surveillance has changed, obviously, over the last decade at least, and it evolves every month or every 2 weeks. It changes. I think law enforcement is sometimes behind the curve. The best example we just talked about was the internet protocol addresses. That took years, probably 5 or 6 years of constantly lobbying about how we need to work in real time. So I think sometimes we're behind the 8 ball with technology. Part of our mission is to educate people on what's out there. On both sides, I think it's a good give and take when you go to the State House and there's people that object to something for good reason, and we say we need it for this reason, and then they have to figure out, either you meet in the middle or they have to make a decision. Are we going to allow law enforcement to use this technology and use it for the right reasons? And also we have checks and balances here for making sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing and doing it right.